So what's up, Pixel Gun gamers? It's Boston Modern right here, back with another video of Pixel Gun 3D. Now I heard some good feedbacks and also some more good feedbacks from the community itself, from the last video of the Percival Lamorak video. Now for this video, we're going to be showing you guys the ordered weapon, the nearly ordered weapon. That sounds to me silly to say it, but we have Lancelot. It is the same fashion as the Silver League weapon Percival Lamorak that we previously obtained. But once I collect all of the Silver League weapons, I will be using them all in one in a random gameplay progressional marking video or some sort of that thing, okay? So, the Lancelot right here. Now I've seen, as I usually do, I do daily routines to check out the weapon, learn about it a little bit, just like a little extra detail for me to like know after planning to review the weapon. And I have several weapons that I'm going to craft right here, guys, so be sure to stick around for more weapon reviews. I will be also continuing some other videos, but I won't say exactly what it is, because sometimes it might be something else that that you guys did not expect me to. But I usually upload in Pixel Gun 3D for the main purpose. High enthusiasm. So for today's video, we're reviewing the Lancelot. Now this is supposed to be like a triangular ended, like a shard ended weapon. Like if you look at it as a whole, it kind of looks like a figment or an end of a katana sword or like a single edged sword. But it's actually redesigned to a rifle, which has like a triangular diagonal ending to the weapon. And then if you look at the fire, yeah, it fired those bullets. And look at the reload, it looks pretty cool. Well, it's like looks like that this weapon turns out to be a composite, like a composed weapon, like segmented weapon. When you reload it, you see that it took like a piece of shard out and that it reloaded in another piece of shard. So this weapon looks like to be a segmented weapon so that you can use. It comes with semi-auto, piercing shot, and a specific zoom right here. So what would be the modules that I want to use for this video of Lancelot right here, because I do fortunately have collected all the modules, like all the modules I can equip on it, but not at the highest level. If I was lucky to have all of them at the highest level, this could have been like a sneak peek review of how it is with level 10 modules, so you guys can experience that as well. But I don't have that high status because I'm showing you as a progression and also as something to achieve by getting weapons. Get a weapon, do a review on them, and so on. So yeah, some of the parts may look like a fish. Now you don't get it that twisted, but there are like fin parts if you look at it in other ways, like finned parts, like shark fin parts. But in the end, it's like a silver polished half medieval weapon that's shaped like with a diagonal end to make it look like a rifle, firing crystals at the opponent. Now let's go to the gallery, let's collect the prize, and now let's view the weapon and use it on the polygon. So what I do notice by silver weapon is that most of them has a unique crosshair. Most of them have a unique crosshair. Let me fire this. So as you can see, guys, and look at the reload, composite. Okay. So you can move around like this and shoot. Now, that is to be kept in mind that this has a relatively fast travel time when you fire the gun. So you have to take precaution when you're firing this way, because you won't be like having to follow the enemy. You have to predict where the enemy goes, and that's what it is with like a traveled projectile, and like instant projectiles, like from what you see with regular automates. But just keep in mind that this is a semi-auto. Now the faulty thing about calling it semi-auto is it is not semi-auto. If you wanna have a correct meaning, this is actually a burst weapon. So from whatever weapon that I get that is semi-auto, it's probably fired like burst. Now before when they introduced semi-auto, it functioned like a proper semi-auto, because what semi-auto is that you only fire one bullet if you like tap it. Like if you hold tap it, it will still fire a bullet. But if you fire more bullets, you have to spam tap That is the semi-auto function. But what the developers have done later after they introduced it is they turn it into burst. I don't know if it's like program complication or if the program itself would take too much space so that they have to turn it into a burst purpose instead of actual semi-auto burst purpose, because that's the point. It is not semi-auto when you hold it and it fires multiple shots. If it fires one shot as you're just holding or tapping it, but it fires like an automated gun while you spam tapping it, that is considered semi-auto weapon. So it's quite misleading to put the definition semi-auto into weapon when it functions more like a burst like we know it. There are some precise definitions that have existed in this world, but you have to take consideration into using those definitions for defining what the weapon can do itself, because that should be really important, because this, as it is standing right there, says semi-auto. It is misleading, and mainly because they changed the program of the semi-auto for some time ago. Before, it worked like an intended semi-auto should do. When you tap once, it should only fire bullet. Even if you hold, it should fire a bullet, but if you tap multiple times, it would fire like an automated gun. And that's what it should be defined in the Lancelot. So I will be giving this a go to the battlefield. I will do the same routine way to play it. Do a singular, do 2 other styles, and then we give a conclusion of how the weapon works in my experience. And then I might give an insight of what the others might experience the weapon as well. So yeah. So I want to put the highest module right here alongside with, I don't need bullet dispersion because it fires straight, okay? The dispersion is, this buttstock is made for like rifles, like not rifle, but especially shotguns, because the dispersion can be really high for some shotguns, like the acid shotgun. So you might want to reduce it so that you get more shotgun shell shots into the enemy. So for this combo, I would like to use this combo. More ammunition and also faster reload acceleration. Now I have it on 5 and 6, so it will go a little bit faster than it usually is right now once I reviewed on the video right here. Well, like I showed on the polygon. But nonetheless, I think we should give it a go and use it singular first. So yeah, wish me luck. And may this gun be some good experience, maybe. So we on our first map right here, and it turned out that I got a pretty solid kill, that first kill right there, and looks like I've been taking out some low levels as I'm speaking. Bruh. Okay. I literally feel like I'm back on playing as a level 1 player again, since when I got reset back on January 6th. Dude. This is the problem, man, because I can't really do a fully proper video of the weapon when I only am fighting against these kinds of players. Because these players, like that guy had the Royal Fighter, but that guy seemed to even already have gotten it some time ago, like barely even gotten it, and now he's using it to try to see if he can actually get some good experience on the game. I do appreciate his goals, but don't be too cocky with what you get, okay? So there you go, he got me right down. Well, that took us a long time. Well, yeah, it has a little bit short travel time, so I will usually like in this distance right here to try to get him out, get out the people right there. Okay, cool. And look at that, man. So yeah, fire on him, and there we go. Almost. Well, that guy took the kill from me, so it wasn't really that much to bother about, but still. Oh, maybe I get it. Oh, I got it. Yep. So yeah, a burst weapon turns out to be really deadly against low-level players, but I've seen that it even looks to be deadly on the other players as well, like the regular 55 to 65 players. This guy gets 4-shotted with the weapon. Oh, bro, why did you disconnect? Dude, I just wanted to shoot. Why do you have to go away? I wanted to shoot you, dude. Well, I wanted to shoot you. I didn't intend it to be painful experience for you, although it is for the character itself. But you get what I mean. Come on, I want to see some good shots at it. I want to see some good shots with it. Dude, this guy is literally getting bothered by me, bro. Hold on. This guy might be bothered. Maybe. Maybe you want to show that he is also walking around with the primary spam as well, like the primary soldier. Oh. Can I get him? Oh, I got him! Oh, there it is. Oh, he is really low, though. He is really low. Let me take it from range. Look at that. He has a little scope recoil from what I can see. A slight scope recoil when I'm playing around with this. And the mobility is kind of low average. Kind of low to average. I think it's pretty average, the mobility of this weapon. I am not entirely sure because I'm only being used to the speedy weapons, but I think I'll check the mobility again and then I'll do it on another round, and this time we're gonna set. The first one seemed to be pretty cool. It showed me its potential, that it looks pretty deadly and fares out pretty deadly, gives me streaks, makes you wander around like an actual soldier who actually had to use one weapon. It's not like a soldier who has 6 category weapons, because that is impossible in reality. But despite that, I just gotta go out and choose another loadout. Now, before I continue to say stuff, I have to say a fair disadvantage to everyone who is listening to me right here is the fact that since the level 65 has arrived, and we know that it kind of upsets players and also gives me limitations as well to what weapons I can choose. So I'm also trying my best to actually collect as many weapons I can get to form the most practical sets that people use in the game right here, so you guys get a more proper review by letting me using some different weapons. Of course, I get some new weapons from the battle pass, but it's safe to say the level 65 gave me some limitations. But if I get enough gems, I can also update the other weapons as well, so I can keep my gems low, because I feel like the developer's architecture or the developer system is based on assuming if that client have exceeded the amount of weapons that is intended for only a regular player, let's say 600, then they're getting banned, which isn't the most practical way to actually get someone banned or make a fair game. Because what happens if they actually spent their whole life getting it legit, you know? If they spent their whole time getting the stuff legit, that's another thing. Wow, the weapon is deadly for some people, like the dual claw is actually deadly for some people. I just literally one-shotted him when I wore off one-shotted that guy. Look. This weapon seemed to be pretty deadly at close range, that too, but we're mainly focusing on the weapon that we're talking about, guys. Don't forget, we can't get off the topic, dude. We can't get off the topic. But I'm using a half-casual set by now, which is consistent of the Lancelot, the dual trial. They both have the travel time, so I can literally try to give you guys the experience of a half-casual set. They can both use partially spamming, partially powering, and also a little bit of aura and a whip melee, just to give you guys the half-casual feeling. Oh, whoa, 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 whoa. Like in daily practice, like in current day's practice, it looks to be pretty deadly right now. Yeah. In current day's practice, it looks to be pretty deadly. Oh, I already two-shotted that guy. Whoa. Whoa, 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 whoa. What is this, dude? I'm literally two-shotting that guy. Okay. Since I gain some speed, I can use you. Yes. What are you thinking? Now, take a notice that the weapon has a delay by default itself. Just to give you a clarification, I'll give the full detailed description in the end of me uploading the video. Well, that's a joke because I already uploaded the video. But nonetheless, I'll give you this one practical loadout, and then I'll be do another loadout for the weapon as well. So this is the half-casual loadout that I'll be doing right here, seeing how it would fare out in the practice. Whoa, you took a little bit more shots than the others right here. That kind of surprised me to know that not everyone is like can die the same with the same bullet, same amount of bullets. Oh, it's out. Reload. Circumvented him a little. Surprised him a little. Alright, get back, get back. I literally feel like a level 2 player still when I'm doing this. And it kind of feels like a retro feeling when I'm playing half casual. kind of feels the same way. Like you're okay. Now I'm gonna switch to one category and then do slowly the way I intend to play the game. Just kill people. And I think I got him. Yeah. Huh, I actually got him. What a weird thing that happens sometimes, because that usually happens to my opponents and not me. Wow, I actually got a triple kill right there. I got Aura triple kill with the Snow Queen one. Absolutely astonishing. Wow. Well, I didn't really expect that, to be fair, but I got 48 kills with my half-casual loadout. Safe to say, I think used with a half-casual loadout, you get a little bit variation, but the kills may come a little bit slow. But if it fits you, that you can get to move a little bit, navigate a little bit, and hope that you get some time. And if you have and use your fast mobility weapon as a strafing weapon. Now, as you're watching, I forgot to check the mobility of the weapon, so I'll do it after this one. Yeah. Other things than that, I think we keep going. For the third and final practical review, I also included another 2 Battle Pass weapons to see how it fares out. 2 of them that you are really familiar with right now in today's video of reviewing the weapon itself. And yes, as you can see, I bought the skin to max out the weapon because I felt like I had to get back on something right here. Like I actually had to get back on something without having everything to be on the reload. So I decided, well, maybe take the deals, maybe grind for the deals so I can actually get some new weapons. Oh man, that's so deadly. This was actually my old best friend, the Royal Revolver, as we're speaking right now. Wow. I kind of feel like, yeah, it's not a fully flexible combo string, but it's not really a fully combo string either, because I'm using like 2 slow speeds, and also the Ice Club right here is smashing down my opponent, but it doesn't really smash the opponent. I kind of wish that there was a smashing animation for the opponent itself. That would be fun. Did you die? I literally thought I saw him fried as well, but apparently not. Well, never mind, dude. I'd have a little bit hard time aiming at him, but that sure is a good reason why, but I don't really mind. Oh, he actually could have caught me if he got the shot right there, but it looks like I kind of strafed around him and actually got the kill myself instead. Oh, yep. Well, that was my kill animation. Yeah, look at this weapon. Like, I haven't really been using the weapon myself, but when I use it right now, I can tell why a lot of people really don't like getting this weapon on themselves, because it literally puts them in a really, really big pickle. Hey, you want to get killed? Yeah, sure, you want it. I haven't used the EP yet, but it turns out to give a super punch. So I gotta try that as well. Whoa! And its super punch is on the second hit. I realized its super punch was on its second hit. Got him. Yeah, in combination with this weapon, I think it fares out pretty okay. Not gonna lie, it fares out pretty okay. You just are a tad bit slow with this. But if you're used to it, maybe the slowness of your drawing efficiency might be shortened. You never know. Maybe I'll get used to it. Though. Yep. I got killed right there, but that doesn't matter. I tried to quick scope. Ah, I got one quick scope. Wow. I think I like lost my words right there. I got in quick scoped. That's what I was supposed to say. Yeah. Can I get 3? I almost got 3 though. That could have been like a cleaning a bunch of people right there. That would have been amazing. It's always satisfying to actually be able to kill a bunch of people with the style that you're currently playing in. Oh yeah, boys. I think we have a conclusion. I think I made up a conclusion of the weapon. So, I'll get back to the lobby and then I'll give you a conclusion of the weapon, okay? So for the conclusion, the weapon itself is pretty deadly nowadays. Now, to be fair, the semi-auto had a really bad reputation to begin with, and it certainly has still for a lot of weapons. Then that's why we don't see a lot of people use the semi-auto weapons. People prefer it to be not that significant for them to play with, because the semi-auto will half bring them back to to the regular automated guns. So there are people that prefer here and there, but this has a bad reputation because not a lot of people would like to use semi-auto weapons. But how it works, it's a 2-round burst weapon that fires onto the enemy. It has a delay by default, like a slight, almost slight, but you can still see it. It's a like 1 second delay by default. You pull it out, you fire, you hold to spam the 2 bursts, and sometimes it looks like it takes 2 bursts, which is actually looks pretty cool and insane. But sometimes it takes 2 bursts, and that means 4 shots to the enemy before they die. So the Lancelot here, I feel like it's a pretty okay and balanced weapon. It is made for being half casual. Now another extra bonus to put on the semi-auto itself is like it might feel a tad bit slower than using an automate, but the faster fire rate the weapon has, then the lower damage it has to do. But in a relative time, if you try to use that in a long range, let's say you have a stormtrooper exoskeleton or the storm against the shotgun, and you would try to see how much time it takes for them to hit and kill, while it's a heavy shotgun like I'm using right here, or like insta kill the player. It's literally based on the player preferences, but there are the benefits and the disadvantages with the weapon itself. But the benefits itself is that I think its stats and parameters might be pretty fitting for the weapon. Based on what I've seen, amount of shots that is needed to kill the player with the Lancelot, it's either 2 to 4. It can be 2. You can weaken your opponent with any other weapon, and then you use the Lancelot with its 2-round, its full burst, like 1 burst, and kills out the enemy. I think it is made with great comfort and balance. For myself, that's my experience. So what do you think about the weapon itself? Did you miss anything else of this weapon? Was there anything extra you want to say about this weapon itself? Be sure to leave a comment down below to tell me, to let me know, so that we all can be happy together and share the necessary information so that you can pick your own weapon. Maybe I'll do like a video on some suggestions of loadouts, but well, that might be in like the future. Alright, because now we're starting off January, we're starting cool. There's going to be actually more videos coming out today, so be sure to stay tuned. Now I'm not that active on the clan. We're now being like really captured, but I know that we're gonna stay in the Silver League, so I take it as a good for me because I also want to get the rest of the set and do like a Silver League loadout to see how it fares out itself. So I hope you guys did enjoy the current Lancelot video, and I hope you did like the weapon's design. What did you really like about the weapon itself? Also leave a comment with that into mind. So yeah, other than that, this has been a pretty great video. It's always great to show off a weapon that you are first time experiencing. Well, this is actually my first time experience. Now, there was a difference right here because the last video was reviewing the Percival and Lamrack, and I used it for some time, so I had some knowledge of the weapon. But this gave me instant knowledge of the weapon itself. I think I might be playing it with the streams because I find it pretty fun and balanced to use on other players. So I think I can prefer the Silver League weapon into my loadout as well. But I mainly use a combo string, of course, so this won't make a fully flexible combo string with its delay. Other than that, I hope you guys will have a great day forward. Stay tuned for the next video that I'll be uploading. And have a great day. Keep shooting. Keep getting new stuff, order new weapons that you can get, and I'll catch you guys next time. Bye bye.